public and local stakeholders, one thing became easily apparent, said Megan Carey, partner at the firm.
So one of the big move, we've called it, is exploring the feasibility of a multi-purpose community recreation hub. One of the key pieces of feedback that we receive consistently throughout our different engagement intakes, as well as looking at your different opportunities and our analysis of utilization, is the need for a multi-purpose community space.
The suggested timeline, provided council eventually approves the plan, would see the building potentially complete in the next 5 to 10 years. It was good news to Councillor Josh Gauguin.
I'm especially happy to see that there is something about a community hub or a multi-purpose center, because this has been something that's been talked for years, and it's just kind of been, well, not right now, not right now. So now we have something to say concretely that, hey, this is the time to do it, and obviously this report is definitely showing it.
The Recreation Master Plan is meant to help guide the municipality over the next 10 plus years, said Carey.
The Recreation Master Plan will be structured in such a way that it will help administration bring forward recommendations around prioritizing investments to help make informed decisions into the future, make efficient use of resources, and to ensure that our recreation opportunities are accessible, sustainable, and aligned with community interest and need.
In order to develop the plan, they first created 2 background reports, the What We Heard report and the What We Learned report, based on community engagement, demographic analysis, looking at other municipalities, and some sector-specific considerations. Using all that data, which included 298 community survey responses, community group meetings, and engagement with youth through a survey, they workshopped a draft of the master plan with municipality administration, said Carey.
The master plan is structured around that key vision, which we summarize down to move, connect, and belong, and that's the community that we're working towards. And to support achieving that vision, we've established 5 strategic goals that define what success will look like in helping us move towards that vision.
Those goals are active living and wellness, equity, collaboration, communication, and sustainability. In order to accomplish them, the report will have 16 service delivery recommendations, which include establishing a Parks and Recreation Working Group and working on developing local and regional partners, said Carey.
Certainly within our recommendations, we do include a key recommendation around establishing a formal partnership or memorandum of understanding between the university and the municipality. The purpose of this will be helping to define community access to university spaces and also university access to community spaces. So really building on that key relationship that provides important opportunities to your residents to provide opportunities for recreation access.
Both background plans can be found on the Active Living and Culture page of TantramarNB.com. The slide deck for the presentation can also be found on the municipality's website under Administration and Government. As always, head to chmafm.com to follow these and other stories from your community. And if you have any news tips or ideas, email news@chmafm.com. I'm Mike Robar with your local CHMA News from Tantramar.
こんにちは、私は彩香です。日本出身です。あなたは CHMA を聞いています。楽しんで。
And here's your CHMA Atlantic update. New Brunswick realtors say home sales across the province were down 13% last month compared to April 2025. In a release, the province's real estate board said sales were 9.4% below the 5-year average and 5.8% below the 10-year average for the month. Declines were reported in all areas of the province, including Fredericton, St. John, and Greater Moncton, with the Valley regions seeing the biggest year-over-year decline of 34.7%. Chair of the New Brunswick Realtors, Justin Morehouse, said a stronger flow of new listings has pushed inventory meaningfully higher, giving buyers more choice. The federal agency managing the country's prisons has locked down Dorchester Penitentiary in New Brunswick. In a release, Correctional Service Canada said the closure began on Monday at the medium security unit and was due to an exceptional search. It provided no specific details about the probe, only stating that it was to ensure the safety and security of the institution, its staff, and inmates. Visits have been suspended until the search is complete. Halifax Mayor Andy Fillmore says the municipality needs to prepare for rapid growth, rising costs, infrastructure pressures, and its role as Canada's defense city. In a news release following Fillmore's State of the Municipality remarks at the Halifax Convention Centre today, he insisted the city is facing a defining moment and entering a period of generational growth and investment. Halifax is home to more than 10,000 armed forces and national defense personnel and is expected to play a central role in a new generation of defense investment. It includes shipbuilding, naval infrastructure, advanced technology, and Arctic security operations. Bars in the hometown of Habs star Alex Newhook are preparing for big crowds today as the Montreal Canadiens take on the Carolina Hurricanes in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. In St. John's, Newfoundland, bars like the Duke of Duckworth and Newfoundland Embassy have seen patrons get into a frenzy during watch parties, with the latter saying the pub's band was checking out the game on television between playing songs. Meanwhile, Newfoundland and Labrador Premier Tony Wakeham was gleeful on Tuesday as he took a moment during a major press conference to shout out Newhook and his game-winning goal against the Buffalo Sabres. The 25-year-old Newhook told reporters at a press conference Tuesday that he's proud to represent the province. The city of Halifax says a joint operation with the province of Nova Scotia will involve applying herbicide around Little Albro Lake to reduce the yellow floating hart population. In a release, the municipality says the invasive plant species has been spreading across the lake in recent years, significantly impacting the natural ecosystem. It will be a second dose of herbicide to remove what remains of the plants from a previous application in September 2024. The operation will take place between June 20th and June 30th, with the herbicide applied beneath the water surface and not to land surrounding the lake. The Prince Edward Island Fishermen's Association has alerted the province's lobster fisheries to closures due to a North Atlantic right whale detected off the northeast coast. In a social media post, the association said the Fisheries and Oceans Canada ban, announced yesterday and starting Friday, affects fishing deeper than the 20-fathom line in the closure area. The affected grids are in the southern Gulf of St. Lawrence, directly off the northeastern tip of PEI, and the western coast of Cape Breton Island, spanning the waters off Inverness County. It added that all affected gear must be removed from the prohibited fishing area, with no new or reset gear permitted after the notice is issued. And that has been your CHMA Atlantic Update.
Hi, this is Open Sky, and you're listening to CHMA in Sackville, New Brunswick.
And now for the weather. Today we're looking at mainly sunny skies with wind northwest 20 kilometers an hour gusting to 40 with a high of 16 and a UV index of 8 or very high. At night, a few clouds, wind northwest 20 kilometers an hour becoming light late in the evening with a low of +2 with risk of frost. On Friday, sunny skies with a high of 15, then cloudy periods at night with a low of +1. On Saturday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 15, then clear skies at night with a low of +4. On Sunday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 20, then cloudy periods at night with a low of 7. On Monday, showers with a high of 15, then showers at night with a low of 9. Finally, on Tuesday, cloudy skies with a high of 17. And that has been the weather.
This is Emma. You're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM, the voice of the marshes.
And here's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update.
Last night in Ottawa, the Montreal Victoire are victorious. They shut out the Charge. They win 3-1. The best of 5 series. Montreal Victoire, your 2026 Walter Cup champions in the Professional Women's Hockey League. In the chase for the Stanley Cup last night, the Vegas Golden Knights steal a game in Colorado. They defeat the Avs 4-2 to move to a 1-0 series lead in the start of the Western Conference Final. In the Western Conference Finals in the NBA, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder with the 122-113 victory over the visiting San Antonio Spurs, meaning that best of 7 series is now tied up at 1 game apiece. Major League Baseball, the Cincinnati Reds defeat the Philadelphia Phillies 9-4. Rays moved to 33-15 on the season with a 5-3 victory over the Baltimore Orioles. It was the Twins over the Astros 4-1. Rangers get by the Rockies out in Colorado, 5-4 finish there. It was the D-backs doubling up the Giants 6-3 in Phoenix. Mariners come back to defeat the White Sox 5-4 at home. It was 10-inning final for the Guardians to get past the Detroit Tigers 3-2. Atlanta defeats Miami 9-1 down in Florida. It was the Mets losing to the Nationals in Washington, 8-4 victory for the Nats. Blue Jays at a low scoring affair after a rain delay defeat the Yankees 2-1 down in New York. It was a 1-run game in Kansas City as the Red Sox defeat the Royals 4-3 final there. Brewers shut out the Cubs on the road 5-0 in Wrigley. It was the Pittsburgh Pirates shutting out the St. Louis Cardinals 7-0. Los Angeles Dodgers shut out your San Diego Padres 4-0 final at Petco Park. And in 10 innings, it was the Athletics defeating the Angels 6-5.
And that's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update. Please be sure to check out Brian's show on Mondays at 8:30 a.m. for more sports commentary.
Hi, this is Rosa, and you're listening to CHMA, Voice of the Marshes.
And now for what's happening in your community. First up, Mount Allison University's Department of Philosophy is celebrating the 40th anniversary of the Hastings Lecture Series. The public is welcome to attend a lecture given by Dr. Allison Wiley, professor and Canada Research Chair at UBC, as well as Mount Allison alumna. The title of her lecture will be The Future History or Philosophy, Engaged in Amphibious Field Philosophy. The lecture will be hosted at the Windsor Grand Room on 145 Main Street at 7 p.m. on May 22nd. After a biting winter divided by the Mezzo Prairie provinces, Dale Ross and Ross Vizard joined forces to bring you some of the best original folk music Canada has to offer. This duo combines rock and roll energy with lyrical poetry and storytelling, bringing to life stories of unique characters and peoples across the coast. They will be performing at Ducky's on May 22nd, Friday, with both individual sets and a combined duo performance. Doors open at 8 p.m. and the music begins at 8:30 p.m. The cover fee is $15 or pay what you can. High Tide Improv will be hosting drop-in improv workshops every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Whether you have theater experience under your belt or want to try something new, these workshops are open to all. Skills such as radical acceptance, active listening, intuition, self-confidence, and acting will be targeted through this program. The workshops will be hosted at the Bill Johnston Activity Center on 64 Main Street in Sackville. For more information, you can visit tantramrnb.com/programs or email hightide.improv@gmail.com. Make Something Sunday is a monthly program that introduces new materials and ways of making art through informal hands-on workshops for kids 12 and under and their grown-ups. In this session on May 24th, kids can create their own pocket-sized sketchbook, decorate the cover with washi tape and collage, and pick up a sketching pencil to go with it, making it a fun little kit they can use to draw wherever they go. You can join us on Sunday, May 24th at the Owens Art Gallery on 61 York Street in Sackville from 2 to 4 p.m. Drop in for half an hour or stay for 2. No booking is required, and this program is offered free of charge. And that's what's happening in your community.
And that was your CHMA news. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantramara's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com.
Okay, we're already running late. We're about to leave. Just want to make sure that your phones are charged. I hope you have your headphones with you, and I hope you have lots of tasty snacks to carry. I hope you all know why, right? Because you will be joining me, Saili, for Safarnama, a travelogue experience that takes you on a musical cruise through the diverse flavors of Indian music. Enjoy a mix of slow melodies, popular Bollywood dance hits, and soothing classical tunes. Pack your bags and tune in to CHMA 106.9 FM on Thursdays at 10 p.m. Okay, enough of the introduction. Let's leave for now. I hope you all have a great journey.
Hey guys, you are listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, Voice of the Marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and this is the Late Morning Show. Today is Thursday, May 21st. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning, and you're excited to get into some music. First up, we've got Daniela Andrade with Beds of Hay, and then Jason Painter with Dragging My Feet. Enjoy.
It was 2:30. You planted one on me. I said, why don't you come? Why don't you stay? Our hands got sticky. Sentences melty. Words can be ribbons, can be little bits of hay. And I want it in my hair, I want it on my back. Find the needle, move it up, and watch it fall. You can wash it off, the soap is on the rack. Shoulder blades move up and fall. Can you see fingertips light up the ceiling? Cut the chase, ease my feelings. Baby, I don't care. Do something. Can you come closer? Closer. 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 within phrases I want to say to you. I want it in my hair, I want it down my back. You can wash it off, the soap is on the rack.
Only child, ain't no favorites. Not really good with this relationship. Not since I was young. Look how the times have changed. Get familiar with my faceless. I don't know what to say to silence. Learning to bite my tongue. Always I clean my bed. Anytime I left the house, I'd always pray to hit the traffic jam. And I always pack a bag in case some members let me crash again. I'm dragging my feet. When the street lights in my dark eyes, I'ma slide back with a cigarette lit in my mouth. Couple teardrops floating in the wind like it's raining. The streets on the road like a painting on a pavement. So what if I spin the block till the last lights out? Get to creeping in and beg the steps, don't give me up.
You just heard Dragging My Feet by Jason Painter on CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, Voice of the Marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and you are listening to The Late Morning Show, and we also heard Beds of Hay by Daniela Andrade. Next up, we have Riverman by Seyu Georges and Beck, as well as Crutch by Love Spells. Enjoy.
Betty came by on her way. Said she had a word to say about things today. And fallen leaves.
Said she hadn't heard the news, hadn't had the time to choose way to lose, but she believed.
Gonna see the riverman, gonna tell him all I can about the plan for our necktie. If he tells me all he knows about the way his river flows and all night shows,
Betty said she prayed today for the sky to blow away, or maybe stay. She wasn't sure.
For when she thought of summer rain calling for her mind again, she lost the pain and stayed for more.
Gonna see the riverman, gonna tell him all I can about the band. I'm feeling free.
If he tells me